the void. This is Journey Through Miro, and I am Nola Moore, and these are my boys. Say hello, boys.
Hello, boyos.
What's good?
Who will now introduce themselves, starting with my draconic fiance.
Hello. Design. My face. Yes, I am Draconic husband. No, I go by, fiance? Did she say husband?
Fiance.
Yeah. My brain is jarbled. Anyway,
Spoilers.
working on making it. I go by Steven Stoll on TikTok or Lone Jedi 100 on YouTube. Uh, I also do a campaign of my own, Tomes of Time, that's on my YouTube. Um, I have Patreon. I'm working on many things, such as a comic right now about the origin of my character, Lipyap Notail, Kobold or Rogue.
Well, hello there. I am Jeremiah, also known as the Black Doctor, and I'm finally on camera. I am back in my usual place, back in my usual stomping grounds. And I'm also dog tired from school. So, if you don't know me, I am the Black Doctor 21. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, especially TikTok. And here on Journey Through Miro, I play Balgroth the Dark.
Yee. Hi, I'm Dale. In college, a girl told me that we should only meet in groups, and I play the role of Isaiah Yeager, Magus extraordinaire, um, master of the weave. Yeah,
Did you say Master of the Weed?
the weave.
I honestly don't know how to respond to that. We can only meet in groups. I don't know if that's a thing about you or about me.
It was basically, I don't want to date you.
Dang. It's the bowler hat guy.
Perry the Stephen Stoll. Perry the Stephen Stoll.
Question: does it have an eyeball? And is it going to control my brain?
One does not know when to parry the Stephen Stoll.
Ooh. That'd be a fun cosplay to make, just that bowler hat.
Just that boy.
Just
From Meet the Robinsons is what I'm assuming
yeah,
that is referencing.
yeah, the bowler hat guy.
Uh, um, so who can give me a recap of last session?
We fought a living bush.
Fireball.
Yeah, it apparently was an Oathbreaker paladin who
Mm,
basically got tricked into breaking his oath, I believe.
mm.
And I think we let him live.
Lived.
Sort of live off his days as a wraith.
Yeah.
And then we went home.
Yeah, this guy was like, when he was winning the fight and like dragging people through the air, he was like, nature show. Everything will return to nature. And then as soon as like he takes a scratch, he's like, I'm so sorry. You guys are mean. Let me die in peace. Oh.
He's like Palpatine. First he's unlimited power. Then he said, "No, don't kill me, please."
I
Jedi are
would
taking
have
over.
won. I would have won. I would have.
I would have won.
You could say we tried getting to the root of the farmer's problems.
I say we gave that barn a nice trim.
Inspiration for Jeremiah and Dale.
Woo!
So we get started, and you all are heading off from Legavin's abode after receiving, for at least Yip Yap, a new set of armor. And the sun is starting to fade behind the horizon, casting Nice purple and dark blue hues across the sky. The town is content. Night bugs already waking up to begin their symphony with soft clicks and chirps in the grass as you walk by. The tavern is emitting a very welcoming glow as you can hear chatter and some music playing from inside. Oop, that's not how that works. There it is. Roll20 updated its mapping stuff.
It's
I'm
out of
still
it.
getting used to it.
Wow, this is a full tavern.
As you walk inside, folks are surrounding nearly every table, each enjoying the other's company. Apostle has his hands full tonight, quite literally. The trays line up and down his arms as he delivers food and drinks to the patrons. His movements are hesitant, with his ears pulled back in complete concentration with each step. But as he puts the food down, he puts on his normal relaxed smile. And he sees you three enter. He pops over to the bar and waves you to 3 empty seats.
I suppose we all sit down.
Evening, fellas. Hungry?
Sure. I've sort of, I guess, sort of flexes a shoulder, worked off an appetite.
Hmm.
Yes, famished.
We found a tree.
Intriguing.
Pretty much.
Intriguing. Starcross, what does ging mean?
I'm not answering that question.
Still have a fireball left.
Just save it for something that actually deserves it.
Eh.
Well, what is the event tonight that makes it so crowded?
Well, this is no special occasion, not really. Folks tend to just show up at the same time whenever they're craving some tavern food. I'm sure the same applies to you three. Hungry?
Yes, please.
Well, I do have something of a special tonight. I've just been trying different recipes, and I've got something mixed up called the Blood Hawk chicken breast.
Mm,
I'm intrigued.
go on.
Called what?
A Blood Hawk chicken breast. It's just
That's a lot of words.
a blood hawk is a very specific bird. They're not endangered or anything. I just had a couple of them come through.
A chicken is also a very specific bird.
Well, the full name of the animal is a blood hawk chicken.
Oh.
These birds, they look like chickens, right? To hide in flocks to eat the chickens, right?
You said that so close to a foghorn longhorn impression.
Now see,
here, boys. See, this here chicken is actually a red hawk.
That was rough.
I say, boy, this anime stuff is garbage.
Now, I done seen a wolf in sheep's clothing, but never a hawk in chickens.
Chickens what?
now we'll say these are cooked fully. They're still gonna bleed because the birds bleed. It is a whole thing with these animals, but it is safe to eat, I assure you.
Very well.
All right, so that will be 3 plates of the blood hawk chicken.
Lay it on us.
All right, that'll be 4 silver pieces each. And what can I get you 3 to drink?
Milk, please.
All right,
Ale.
gotcha.
You have like a bottle of something I can just take the handle?
I have some pork soda.
What?
Is the runoff of all the barrels called pork soda?
How much?
Well, to run off, I could give it to you for free, but I can't guarantee it'll taste good.
Yep, forks over the how much for the food?
It's It's 4 silver pieces for a plate of the chicken.
Okay.
For Dale, another 2 copper, and for Balgroth, uh, another 5 copper.
I
I'll take the soda.
All right, I'll get all that whipped up for you. And he pops under the bar counter. And within a couple minutes, he comes back up with the 3 plates of the chicken and each of the drinks in his other paw. And the chicken, as he said, it is bleeding currently, but it does look like a baked chicken breast. Just maybe a bit more red.
Well, I've talked about feasting on the blood of my enemies, but this is just ridiculous. But hey, I guess it works.
Hmm.
What about you, Yip Yap?
A little well done for me.
You literally breathe fire. Don't you often?
Yeah, and I eat raw fish, Balgrath.
Point taken.
Like,
Actually, no. Point rescinded. What? How are you eating? What would you call well done chicken? That's just cooked chicken.
anything that's not raw, I don't know.
You
Look, my old buddy really he taught me a lot about steak. He was kind of obsessed with steak. He
Mhm.
dreamed of eating the perfect one he never had.
But there's a difference between eating a steak and eating chicken.
Yip holding the food with his bare hands as he does with everything he ever eats, confused because there's only one way he eats.
You know what? Actually, explaining it to you would be lost on you.
Womp.
Did you just say womp womp?
No. Apostle starts to kind of clean up some of food debris from other customers off of the bar counter as he starts talking to y'all again. That Dorian fellow was up in here talking about heading to Bury in the morning for that caravan. Y'all gonna join him?
I suppose we are.
Well, I wish y'all the best. Make sure to stay safe out there. There's things in that snow that'll kill you before you even see them.
Such
Oh, I
as.
wouldn't know about that.
Uh-huh. Such as.
Well, you got snow worms first off. I'm not one. I don't know much about Sione. I don't go there very often, but you hear stories about the things that live out in those woods, in that snow, in those mountains.
Oh, please. We've almost killed gods. Surely mere animals won't be a match for us.
That's fair. Still, if it gets the jump on you, who knows?
Who knows? I'm practically invincible.
What?
I said what I said.
Well,
I'm the only one with self-healing powers. I could survive.
you're the only one who's died.
Oof.
And whose fault was that?
Who walked into the room during the dark ritual?
You asked me to participate in what was unknowingly a dark ritual.
I don't know if I asked you to participate.
You literally did.
Well, in any case, Balgroth, the point is, you're hardly immortal.
Well, I'm the only one who's self-healing, and of course, an animal attack isn't going to kill me. The only one who's apparently killed me is literally the only other person on my team, Magus.
Self-healing sounds like something people who take damage need. Have you
That's
tried not getting hit, Balgroth?
I'm literally the tank
A tank of what?
of damage. I'm the only one with the ability to give as much damage as I can take.
I don't know if that's something to brag about.
That's kind of the whole point of being a tank.
Perhaps.
And a bruiser. And a paladin.
Yes.
So am I wrong or am I right?
I think you're misguided, but I appreciate your spirit.
Once you learn to cast guidance, then you can make that comment.
Anyway, just let's not be hasty or arrogant against the dangers of the wild. If nothing else, we can't hold our shields while we sleep.
I can sleep under my shield.
Well, I
It's
suppose
almost
I don't
infinitely.
use shields anyway, but
You should, they're good.
I was going to say, you don't use a shield.
There was one time the goblins took some kobolds and used them as shields.
How creative.
Neat.
So how far is the journey, Apostle?
To where? To Bury or Sione?
Bury.
Well, that depends on where Retcher is in the morning, I guess.
How does the caravan know?
Well, the caravan starts in Bury. That's
Right.
the stop.
So then how do we know we'll be able to get to Bury in time for this? This is a predicament.
As far as I know, the caravan shows up midday, and that Dorian fellow wants to leave at the crack of dawn tomorrow. So even if you are a bit of a ways away, half a day's journey should be enough to get to where you're going.
Let's hope.
Yeah. He said there's some reason behind where Retcher goes, but I don't think that's true.
What do you think it is?
He said something about the position of the planet and something about the moons. I'd run over my head completely.
Interesting. Well, is there anyone else of interest that plans to go to this caravan here?
Nothing I know of. Seems you three were the only ones to take up Dorian on his little offer.
That reminds me. Have you been able to fix my locust meter yet?
Oh, yeah, right. I'm sorry. He kind of reaches under the counter and hands it to you. It looks perfectly well. It's a little bumped up. Arrow was a bit bent, but I hammered it back into place, and I tested it out. It still answers questions the way it should. You just gotta reattune to it is all.
Very well, thank you.
No problem. I am sorry again about Token acting up. He kind of looks over his shoulder where the rat is sitting up on like a cabinet, kind of just resting. I don't know what got into her. I really don't. You know, some animals stay wild no matter how docile they seem, I guess.
How did you come to have a pet rat?
Oh, well, I found her, you know. I was out, when I was still building the tavern a couple years back. She was out behind in some wood, and I just couldn't bring myself to kill her. It's a little rat is all. Ain't no big deal. You keep it in the cage, you keep it fed, it should stay calm. So I don't know. She hasn't acted up since, though, so I'm sure whatever happened passed.
Let's hope.
Mm.
Balgroth just stares at it.
The rat.
Oh yeah.
It
Yep.
stares. It stares back at you.
Has Yip Yip gotten his pork soda yet?
Yeah, you got it when you got your food.
Oh, okay. He takes a lot. He's taking a long drag while this is going on of the ball.
It tastes so bad because it's like warm beer, but like mixed with it's just runoff. It's just alcoholic runoff.
Mm.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Yip Yip is gonna cool it down with Kiraga's Ray of Frost.
Okay.
This is about.
Cool.
Wonder if that actually makes it better. So the plan is to leave out in the morning,
Go on,
Yes.
Dorian. Yeah.
early at the crack of dawn. All right. So, so Isaiah, have you
Yes.
still seen anything going on with that fountain on the way back? Because I mean, it's still bothering me.
Well, I haven't seen anything since we last saw the weirdness there. No.
Hmm.
Did you have something in particular you were worried about?
No, it was just bothering me.
Hmm.
I turned to the bartender. Has anything else weird happened recently? I mean, outside of the usual curses.
Not that I can think of. Not since you've gotten back. No.
Hmm.
I
All right.
mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Do you have? Did something happen?
Well, I wouldn't categorize it as out of the ordinary, just at a different time, I guess.
Hmm.
Explain.
Well, see, in my office, I have a good couple of clocks, right? I like to make things, as you could, you know. And I make clocks for a little while, so I have a couple of them. Two of them are off time, and I don't know what set them back.
Hmm.
That's about it. Just my own little mystery.
Hmm. A broken clock is always right twice a day.
My brain. How much are they set back by? My brain looking at Yip Yap. Yip Yap's not smart enough to ask this.
Well, how far are they set back?
Well, one of them is just off by a couple minutes. The other one is off by an hour. I'm not going to set them back to the right times because, well, I really don't mind it, to be honest. I just think it's interesting.
Hmm. Who do you think could have gone back there? I mean, usually you're the only one who's there.
Yeah, I'm the only one that has a key to get back there. The only other person that's been back there in a long time has been Isaiah, and he didn't touch any of my clocks.
I did not. Wait a moment.
Hmm.
Out of character. Didn't Yip Yap go back there at one point?
He went into the pantry, but he didn't go all the way into his office.
Okay.
Right. All right. Sort of move back towards, or sort of look closely to him, sort of keeping that in the back of my mind. So many things happen in this So many things happen in this place. I don't know whether or not it's anything dangerous or whether or not everyone's just weird.
Yes. Well, why not both?
Yes, everyone is dangerously weird.
Hmm. Whatever.
Well, that probably makes it a day for me. I think I'll start. Well, actually, no. Is there anyone of note in the tavern? Anyone that looks?
Um, Everyone in the tavern just seems to be people you've seen out and about in the town itself. Um, and you see some of the dwarves and gnomes that were working on the city hall are off in the corner talking. You see just handfuls of people.
Sounds good.
Business is good.
Hmm. Well, we are going to need to be up before sunrise, or at least at sunrise. So I think it's about time we get some shut eye. Either that or I'm knocking someone out or asking them to knock me out.
Let's get you to bed, Balgroth.
I could make a drink that'll put you to sleep pretty quick.
Oh, really?
It's 2 gold pieces, but yeah.
Mm. Tell me what it is first.
It's just a strong sleeping potion. Knocks you out for 8 hours.
Bet. And he tosses him. And he tosses him 2 gold pieces.
Cool. He takes it, goes under the bar counter, comes up with a tall glass of a light blue liquid. There you go.
Nice. He literally just gets up, turns on his heel, and walks upstairs to his room. See you later.
No.
Good evening, sir.
Cool.
I say,
So you all head up to your rooms. You all get ready for bed in your own ways. Do you guys do anything particular when getting ready for bed?
Yep, tops off his flasks with the board.
Or
And not how's the magic one doing?
I would say there's about a third of it left.
Yupia has no clue the properties of this, if he can refill it or not. Is there any writing on the flask at all?
Nope, just a normal flask.
No stamping. Yip Yap does his normal nightly rituals of talking to Kiriga, crying.
Hey,
Yeah.
Balgroth does his nightly routine, his general prayers, make sure that he has his picture of his wife and his orb. Still sort of wondering why it isn't glowing like it used to.
Have you tried pondering it?
And he sits, takes a large swig of the potion, and then, like, from outside of his room, you just hear a thump as he just passes out.
nice.
I'm going to do just a little bit of once overing on the Jester's Bell and the Royal Insignia and the King's Mask and my new Flogant Goo solution, as well as just go over How to Tame Your Dragon again, just in case. And then I'm going to alight to Betty Bye.
I remember, I think you were nervous about something.
So you all eventually fall into a nice restful sleep, as restful as any of you can sleep. And Balgroth, Your peaceful sleep is interrupted by the familiar disconnect of a dream. And you recognize the area you're in, the stone walls, the old bookshelves, kind of breaking down under their own rot. You've been here before, but now there is a new scent of rotting books, as if you're remembering the smaller details of this place. The book, one you haven't seen before, at least the way that it is, lays on the solitary table in front of you. Its binding is falling apart with a cracked spine that's missing what you assume to be several letters from the name of this novel. In capital silver letters, you can only make out H-E-E-N, with a noticeable gap between the two E's. Your fingers kind of ghost over the cover, and they're not the slender gray hands you had in your previous dream. These are covered in a pinkish fur. Your left hand is missing two fingers, your ring finger and your thumb. The cover of this book presents a faded lyre etched into the leather. You slowly open it to read the first page, and you find a portrait staring back at you. Carved with graphite, an elf-looking young woman glares out of the book with the sort of resolute stare of about to fight or some other reaction. And beneath the picture, there's a quote that simply says, "I will become a goddess of music." You look back to the picture to ponder over the features a moment longer, and you think it blinks at you. You stare closer at its eyes, trying to see if it will do it again. The eyes are dull in the graphite. And then her head fully shifts to scowl at you. And she's reaching out. You stumble back as her hand, gray from the graphite, reaches out of the book, waving in the air relentlessly, trying to find some purchase of which to pull herself out. And that is enough to startle you awake to a new day in Retcher, the day of travel.
Well, okay.
Put this in my dream journal.
My dream journal! I did not! Mr. Electric, send it to the principal's office.
You're Dwyowy. A weird twin.
Oh, no. Oh, that's great. I actually am going to put that in my dream journal.
And Isaiah and Yip Yap, you two are graced with no dreams tonight and wake up feeling fine.
Excellent.
No curses?
Feeling fine.
Not yet.
No curses, no whammies.
I first want to go through what you three do when you wake up.
You've got to make sure everything's in order. Pets fossil takes a nip.
Of what?
One of his regular flasks.
Okay.
Uzziah will do his
Morning
morning
dream.
aerobic routine and prepare for the day, get his mind and body ready.
Why do I think Isaiah's morning routine is just Tybo?
I was
What?
picturing just him doing like Pilates to ABBA. I don't know.
Don't go.
Now I gotta see it. I don't think I've seen Taco before. Oh my goodness. With Billy Blanks.
Better than him to doing aerobics to Skibbity Toilet.
Oh
Think of,
god.
like Animal Crossing 1 for the GameCube aerobics.
Oh, mercy.
Yes. But that is what I do to begin the day.
Amazing. Balroth.
I wake up in a cold sweat.
Um,
Write down the dream in my my sort of non-existent dream journal, and make sure that all my stuff is where it should be, and then just begin packing.
all right, cool. As you all get ready to head out on this day of travel, a day for something new, new curses are bestowed upon you. Please roll a d6 and a d10.
Yay!
Not in that order. My old nemesis, he got. This is what I get for not looking at this for every. Okay. Can I please? Thank you. Can I please see my mouse?
Wow.
Jesus. Okay, so 4, 10.
My rolls are
8.
terrible today.
That doesn't matter with this. So we'll do Isaiah first. 9, 4. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do.
I had someone describe their shirt size as a triple extra schmedium the other day. Killed me.
What does it mean?
Balgroth 2, 1.
A triple extra schmedium.
Yes.
Schmazel tov.
Oh, we actually got some. I bought some stuff to make latkes today.
Ooh.
Nice. Judaism, son.
So we'll start with Yip Yap. Yip Yap, you wake up and you wake up feeling okay at
Okay.
first.
Oh,
You're getting all your things together and you're pondering over, Kiriga and all of your lost loved ones and everything that's, nothing ever stays long enough for you to actually gain a relationship with it anymore. And you start to feel this warmth, like, kind of grow inside of you. It starts to get more, going from a dull warmth to a searing hot pain, as you are set on fire for just a split second and take 5 fire damage.
Yip's just like. Ah. Ah.
And that's 5 fire damage.
5?
5.
Yeah.
You said 4.
5 points of fire damage. I rolled it.
Posty.
For Isaiah, where did it go? Yes. You wake up and you start to get all your things together. You find that you seem to have butterfingers and you can't quite get your thoughts straight. And everything is kind of muddled around you. You don't have a good hold on yourself and you have disadvantage on all ability checks.
Wow. All right.
Rip you, my guy.
And finally, Balgroth. Where did it go? You get all your things together and you look in the mirror to just kind of get a look at yourself with Gary's skull implanted in your flesh. You still have that mask, right?
Yep.
You look at yourself with the skull and the green pinpoints of your eyes, and you realize that the shade of those are starting to shift more to a purplish hue. And suddenly, the morning sunlight becomes harsh and too much. You get a headache. And you have reduced eyesight in direct light. You have disadvantage on charisma checks, but you have advantage on intimidation. And with that, we will take a 10-minute break.
Oh, okay.
satisfying to just do art after not doing it for a while, like proving to yourself that you haven't lost the skill.
But you actually have skill.
Like,
That's really good.
so it's this is such a fun thing. I when I'm done here, I'm probably gonna upload progress to the game chat.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it starts out uh tricking the audience into thinking it's gonna follow just the adventurers. It starts with like the mountain range. It was an average day. Shows the adventurers entering the cave. For average adventurers to kill average monsters. An average combat ensued with the average outcome, and then it shows the guy who gets yip yap, and it
Hmm.
just goes away and comes back with him awaking. And our story is, however, about one extraordinary cove.
That's awesome. Oh, great. This is wonderful. This is all in Latin.
Ah, in nomino Patrick.
See?
Gosh.
I need to. I want to teach. I want to learn. Well, I want to learn French, but I also want to learn Italian because I am Italian, and I feel bad that I don't know. I only know curse words, which is a very Italian thing. I feel, but
It is.
you know, I know a lot of
Just to let
French
you know,
people.
I'm probably going to have to leave in like 20 minutes just because I can't be on for too long.
That's cool. We only have a couple more things to get through because I didn't um, expect us to actually get to the traveling bit, just
Okay,
to the getting on the road.
good at getting on the road. On the road again?
Is Dale here or is he making food?
Dale!
It's time for Veggie Dales.
Wow.
Whoa. I'll give him a minute. An exact minute.
Hold. Actually, yip yip.
Aw, baby.
So demure. Very demure.
The heck does that mean?
Very mindful, very demure. It's something someone said on live and it just became a meme. I don't know. I think
What
it's
does
funny.
that even mean?
Do you mean the word demure? Or
Yes.
oh, demure just means like nice, soft, kind of, you know.
Mid.
Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know the straight definition of demure.
Do you know the get? Moving on.
Demure. Reserved, modest. Okay.
I am very demure.
I like this definition. Reserved, modest, and shy. Typically used for a woman. Of clothing. A modest appearance.
Sorry, guys. 10 minutes cocaine isn't as fast as it used to be for me.
That's not very demure.
No, I'm not demure. Not a woman.
Okay. So we'll get back. You have been cursed. You have been cursed for existing in this town. And it's early in the morning. You have all of your things collected, everything here that you want to take, that you need to take on this journey. And you come down into the tavern, shocked. I can't do anything right. Shocked to see just a young tiefling boy scribbling down a drawing at the bar counter. Apostle doesn't seem to be anywhere either. His kind of tousled, curly orange hair bounces up and down with the sudden movement of his head as he looks to you, sparkling eyes gleaming up at you with that childhood look of innocence that you all miss, I'm sure. Hi, guys!
Aww.
Who is this again? Say it. I couldn't hear this.
This is Elijah. This is Samara's nephew.
Oh,
Oh. Balgroth sort of keeps one hand just subtle around his eyes. Hello, little one. It is good to see you.
Oh, you have a mask now! Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it makes me look epic. Do you want to see what's under the mask?
Ooh, are you all scarred up? Did you get in a fight?
Oh, I got into a fight, all right.
did you win?
I basically turned slowly at Isaiah. Yes. No thanks to you. And then I sort of go so slowly to lift up the mask. And I say, the battle left me broken and scarred. And so I always ask young ones this one question. Then he quickly lifts up the mask, revealing his face. Hey, kids, want to see a dead body?
Whoa! Your face is gone.
Yes. And there is only the skull that is left behind.
That's crazy. He throws his pencil at your face. Did you feel that?
the blips in his eyes just slightly blinks. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought nerves were in the skin. I didn't know they were in the bone.
It is fine. It is only my soul that is hurt.
Oh. Can you still have a tongue?
What?
Do you have a tongue? Still.
No, I don't think so.
What? You can't taste chocolate anymore? Man, that sucks, dude. You're gonna hate when the day in comes.
I mean, I think I can still technically taste a little bit, but not much. But wait a second, what?
Oh, Dadean. It's a holiday in fall.
That I understand. And he puts his mask back on, sort of slightly depressed.
Ooh, maybe I can. We all dress up and stuff because my aunt says that dressing up on Dadean is a way to scare away all the demons and stuff that come up from hell. But my family comes from hell technically, so I don't know if I have to dress up. I'm old enough to now. I kind of want to. Can I dress up as you if I dress up?
Sure. Go for it.
Cool.
I pat his head and then walk off to see what needs to be done.
As Isaiah and Yip Yip kind of follow, Elijah kind of hops down from the bar stool in front of Yip Yap. You want to see what I'm drawing?
Sure. What are you drawing?
He lifts up the piece of parchment to show that is a very crude drawing of a dragon flying across the sun. Like I'm practicing.
Sunday. You drew Sunday. Did you see it? Did you see him do it?
It's just a dragon. I haven't seen a dragon in person.
I used to live with a dragon. Yip Yap gets real close and is like, he's God.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He kind of just looks at the drawing, like really proud of himself, and then his eyes pop open again. Oh, remember when I sent my parents a letter about you guys? Do you remember that?
Uh-huh.
Well, they sent one back. I finally got it. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. He reaches into his pocket and starts like unfolding this big letter that's been just kind of like half folded, half crumpled, but like carefully. Dearest Elijah, it's nice you're making friends. We do hope to see you soon, but negotiations are not going as smoothly as we would like. Give your aunt our best wishes and know we always love you. Forever missing you, Mom and Dad.
That's sweet. So they said negotiations are going. Well, what negotiations? Who are your parents again?
Oh, well, my dad he's not, what did he say? We're not a royal family technically, but my dad works really closely with a lot of royals. And my mom, she, what did she say? She goes out to different places and writes about the people that live there. And my dad sometimes helps important people write big letters to other people about fighting and not fighting and stuff like that.
I see.
Oh, we tried that with the goblins once. Did not work out.
I don't think goblins can read.
Yes, if you
It
can't
was
read,
a
it
was a talky kind of letter, not a read kind of letter.
Oh, okay.
Yep, just writes stabby kinds of letters.
I've never met a goblin before. At least I've seen goblins, but I never talked to one before.
Yip Yap shows him the notches on his belt. He's like, that's how many I've killed.
Oh, that's so cool. Do you keep their heads?
No, they stink after a while.
Well, you eat the flesh and you keep the skull. That's what my dad does.
I never thought of that. That's such a good idea.
Okay. I think that's enough for now. Okay, I think that's enough good ideas for now. And I sort of shoo Yip Yap away.
Are you guys going out on that wagon that's outside?
Yeah.
Yes. It's here already. What?
Oh yeah, that guy. He said his name is something Leaf. He said that he was going to that snowy place. My dad's been there before, and he told me a lot about it. He said that there's big dragons there that tried to eat him, but he punched them, and he's so cool. I want to be like my dad when I grow up. My dad's so cool. I hope you meet him. Oh, if you see my dad while you're traveling, will you tell him hi from me?
Of course.
I think my dad is on an island right now. He said that he was going to be on a boat for a really long time, but he might be somewhere. You know, he goes to a lot of places.
Well, if we see him, we'll definitely let him know that you said hi.
Thank
And
you.
if you want to be as big as your dad, you gotta train hard. Eat, sleep, and do lots of push ups.
Oh, I killed a wolf last night. Does that count?
Nice.
Nice. That counts as some training.
I ate
Impressive.
its tail. The tail doesn't have a lot of meat though, and I choked on its fur, and I felt bad. And Samara had to give me medicine. I don't like the taste of medicine. Well,
Yip Yap lets out a slight,
Hmm.
barely noticeable sound of disturbance at the tail comment.
Well, I guess, you know, work on getting up your not only your immune system but also your strength.
how?
You'll grow up to be a big boy.
What should I try and kill today?
Well, what I want you to do is try to protect this town. Kill anything that tries to come at you.
Try to kill another wolf. A bigger wolf.
Ooh.
Scary
Okay.
wolves.
Okay. I'll look for more wolves. Wolves.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And if you see anything in the bushes like a moving bush, no, you didn't.
Oh, I don't talk to the moving trees. They say mean things to me.
Good. Don't say mean things back. That might be insulted.
I won't do that anymore.
Good boy.
Can I still throw things at them? I throw rocks at them sometimes when they say really mean things about my parents.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Throw a
Okay.
big rock.
Okay. The biggest rock I've ever thrown was as big as my head.
Wow. Crazy.
Go for bigger. Go for as big as my head.
Your head is only a little bit bigger than mine. Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you guys going to the snowy place?
Because we got work to do.
And I have a woman there.
Oh, yeah. And Yip Yip has a girlfriend.
What's that?
It's like a girl who's a friend,
But
and
like not friend.
you talk, and you feel really nervous.
Oh, there's a girl that makes me nervous that lives in the village.
Aww.
Her name's Io, but her dad's really scary.
Hmm.
Mm.
Well, is she scary?
No, she's not.
Ah. Do you ever play with her? How old are these kids, by the way? I'm not saying this to like a 17-year-old, right? He sounds young.
Elijah's like, if you could pin an age, he's like 6.
Okay.
We play
He's killing
sometimes.
wolves.
Hmm?
He's killing wolves.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Well, he said yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes you play with her.
Yeah.
What a Chad. Well, as long as you cherish having fun with one another, that's okay.
Her dad said that if I tried to play with her by myself again, that he would eat me. What do I do about that?
Have you tried being together in groups?
I don't have any. Well, I have a couple friends, but they don't actually like to hang out with me. I like to hang out with them, but they never ask me to hang out with them. I always ask to hang out with them, and then they don't talk to me when we hang out. Are those friends?
No,
They could be
those are
useful
brothers.
a group together to hang out with this girl, Io.
There's another guy in that group though that also talks to her a lot, and I don't like him. He has a weird face.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sure you'll think of something. Look
Can
for
I see
solutions,
him?
not problems. No, I wouldn't do that.
Not a good idea. Not a good
There
idea.
are better things to kill someone over.
Exactly.
So if he does something really bad, then I can kill and eat his head?
When you say really bad, what would an example of really bad be?
If he hurt me or Io?
You know,
There's different levels of hurt.
if you were
So,
going to keep their lives,
like,
yes.
like if he pushes you over or punches you, you tell his dad. If he's coming at you with a knife, eat him.
Well, he has punched me before and he has stabbed me before, and it wasn't fun.
Oh,
Break his leg.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
I mean,
Like-
if he punches you, break his leg.
Oh, okay. He hasn't done that yet today because I came here first.
Oh dear.
I don't like him very much.
So don't hit him until he hits you.
Oh.
Self-defense.
Mm.
Then break his leg.
Okay. Can I eat his leg after I break it?
No.
Oh. Okay.
I think you can eat it.
Good. Now go have fun.
Okay. Kind of hops down. Well, he was already standing, so he kind of just folds back up the letter, puts it back in his pocket, and kind of goes out the front door of the tavern.
Nice kid. Terrible judge of character.
I mean, clearly. I wonder why the father singled him out not to play with his daughter alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it sounds like we were all just assuming he was the good guy here, but he might,
Quick thing, like out of character. Do you guys remember who Io is?
very loosely. Let me check my old notes.
You have met her.
Yeah, I definitely know that. Was she one of the kids we saved from the Rat King, or no?
Io was the older sister of one of the kids you saved.
Okay. How was her name? Oh yeah, Callista. Yes, it's her sister. She heard a lullaby. Io didn't. Let's see, what else do I have on this?
Right.
The issue is I spelled her name Io, and so it's hard to search that in a reasonable way. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else on. Well, hang on.
Io is one of the daughters of Jupiter, the werewolf.
Okay.
Is that the one I gave the books?
Oh, and he's saying that he's killing wolves.
Is that the one that I gave the book to?
Hmm?
Is that the one that I gave the books to when we were looking for the sister?
I think you gave her a kid's book, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And now we're telling him to go kill wolves. Hopefully he's not one of the family.
Why would you tell him that, Paul Roth? Really? Very irresponsible.
You're the one who suggested it too.
That's not how I'm going to remember it. That's not how I'm going to retell this story. Why
I
would you
deny
say
your reality and replace it with my own.
exactly?
All right. Do you three head out of the tavern?
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys walk out, and you don't immediately see the wagon with Dorian on it, but you do see that dwarven couple sitting outside once again. The one you talked to, Bertcom, hums to himself while rocking back and forth in one of the chairs, and he looks out towards the tree line. When he sees you pass, he kind of nods to you and pats his wife's hand comfortingly as she also kind of hums as well. But then she seems to take notice of your movement and kind of, every time you've seen her, she seems to be in a sort of trance-like state. But this time she kind of like, her eyes clear up just a little bit, and she says, "Oh, are you off now? Have some candy, children."
Balgroth pushes Yip Yap to go take the candy from the old lady.
Yip Yap carefully approaches and puts out his hand.
"Let me just get some out." And her voice is very serene, like the look in her eyes. Her hand is a bit shaky as she reaches into a sort of purse pocketbook that she has. And she slowly holds out a closed fist over your hand and opens her fingers as these little amber colored objects fall from hers to yours. "There you go. Don't eat them all at once now. Have a nice trip. Say hello to me for me." And she goes back to humming.
Yip Yap turns around and walks back. This doesn't look anything like goblin fingers.
How does it taste?
When you go to eat one, it crunches way more than you think it should and kind of hurts a little bit. And when your tongue comes out as retaliation, you see a little bug is now resting on the tip of your tongue. And Isaiah and Balgroth, when you look into what Yip Yap has in his hands, it's not candy, it's tree amber with bugs inside of it. 5, not counting the one he ate.
You know, Yip-Yap, bugs are an excellent source of protein. I'm sure everyone will be eating them someday. Oh, you don't tell me you're too good for bugs, Yip-Yap. You eat raw fish. Don't be rude to this lady.
I'll be rude to whoever I want, wizard man.
Well, how is the amber?
It's like, the basic.
I'm asking him how it tastes.
Oh, okay. For Yip Yap, it tastes sweet, like crystallized maple syrup. It's kind of hard to bite through, though, even for a draconic person.
It's kind of like I don't really know the common name for it. There's this thing we would raid. It's like the goblins would raid caravans, and then we would raid them. And sometimes they would get this stuff that's like really sweet. I don't know. It's not my style. Not my speed.
I see.
Well, you're not handing any of that to me.
Someone's gonna hold it. I ain't gonna put it in my pocket.
Well, then, give it to Isaiah.
This is just bugs and amber?
It's 5 pieces of amber, yes, and the bugs are all different kinds of bugs.
I'll keep it.
Yeah, of course, give it to the bug nerd.
If you extract the blood from the mosquito, you may find dinosaur DNA.
Dino DNA!
We watched Jurassic Park the other night. It's in my
Okay.
I did not convince her to
You
watch the
can't
bonus.
question me whether or not you can! You should have been
Maybe-
asking whether or not you should!
Maybe
Life
tonight I can
finds a
convince her
way.
to watch the bonus features tape, because that's the most amazing part.
Oh, yeah. I did watch a long time ago. I watched a thing about the animatronics used because I had a thing about that. Anyway, so you guys walk kind of around the tavern, Isaiah now with these new pieces of amber. And you find Dorian is sitting atop a wagon. Drawing the wagon is a bull. He's kind of waiting for you, getting his stuff together. And he looks up at you. His eyes are now clear from yesterday's curse, and he can actually see you this time. "Fair day. Ready to be on our way?" Kind of gestures to the seats behind him in this. It's a decent-sized wagon, but with all of your stuff piled into it, it's going to be a tight fit for you guys to sit unless one of you sits next to Dorian on the wagon.
Volgrot sits in the place that has the most shade. I'm
There's
ready.
no shade of this wagon. There's no covering for it.
I'm ready.
Yes, sir.
I'll sit up with Dorian. I'm a nice guy.
Okay.
I am not a nice guy.
I know. I'm the only non-psychopath in this group.
Says the one who
Debatable.
killed me.
By accident. Because
Debatable.
of your fault.
Debatable.
Debatable.
Okay, I'm the only one in this group who's not like, this made me mildly unhappy. What if I murdered it?
Debatable.
Debatable.
No.
Debatable.
You're talking
when
about
have I
fireballs a
done
lot.
anything remotely
It's-
psychotic?
Especially when it comes to animals. Definitely debatable.
What animals? What is this?
Isaiah, cruel to animals. PETA can't stand it.
Rabbit, maybe?
Yes.
That was like stealing our stuff?
Yes.
Oh, please. That's your smoking gun that I'm a man of science and magic and
Smoking
religion.
what?
Not a,
Me and my skin golem are pleasantly sane.
that was an accident. It's a collateral damage in the search of knowledge. You're just like giving to your anger. And yes, that was the doppelganger, but you would have said it too. So I think you should still bear the blame.
Nah. I'm not that close to the dark side.
Oh,
I'm chaotic good.
Hmm.
I mean, on your character sheet, maybe.
I am 1776.
I'm like a raccoon in the garage.
I'm a red blooded American.
I'm
I'm a
a,
patriot.
They call this man 007.
I'm a,
Euro
I'm a
self
liberal. Ugh.
Euro
I'm-
kill 7
I'm-
attempted murders a day. All right.
I'm an Amphibian.
Oh my god.
And I just grab Yip Yap and just sit him by me.
Okay. So once you're all piled in, what exactly have you all brought? I'm asking more or less Isaiah because he has a lot of stuff.
I've got like a pack with books and stuff. I've got the dragon egg and the octopus tank, of course.
Of course, yes. The
And
easily.
I'd like to think you have a little 8-armed like sweater vest for the the octopus.
Oh, that octopus is going to suffer in the cold if you bring it.
Oh, that's a good point. But I can't just leave it. Someone will eat it.
You don't know that.
Should have left him at the ocean.
Just take a detour down to the coast. Excuse me.
What if this is just the long con and that octopus is actually just an incubating illithid?
Ooh, I just had an idea. But yeah, so I think for now I'll just put him back in the fountain.
Space
Like-
Cthulhu.
I'll put him back in the fountain for now.
Okay. You put the what was his name? Sylvester.
Sylvester, and I'm just gonna pop my head into the tavern. Apostle, Sylvester's going to be living in the fountain for a bit. Feel free to throw him some scraps if you have any.
Gotcha. Cool.
It's like when,
Okay.
it's like one day you just notice half of his legs are distended more from his body. It just slowly turns into a set of arms and legs. Boom, illithid.
After you put Sylvester in the fountain, he kind of swims around the center of it before just settling down to the bottom of it, and what you assume to be is sleeping.
And it's just like, guess I'm home now.
Yes,
This is
we
where I
do.
came from. This is where I shall go.
Yes, we do own fountains now.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Probably the Underdark Monster Joe.
All right. You're still taking the dragon egg?
Yes, we're going somewhere cold,
Okay.
and nothing could go wrong. Oh no, Balgra, not again!
He's just looking over his notes. Eats the first thing it sees. That's not important.
Wow, poachers, looks like you brought a knife
First
to
thing
an
it
ice
sees
dragon
turns to
fight.
Esper.
I hate all of you.
Wow,
Anyway. Once you're all piled inside, as comfortably as you can be, as far as Balgroth and Yip Yap are concerned, Dorian kind of starts the bull up forward and it shrugs along the trail out of Retcher. And that's where we're going to end the session for tonight. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully, maybe soon in the future. I don't know. And I hope to see you all next week if I don't die. Bye.
You trying to die soon?